This is something that I'm trying for the first time, like this mixture, but I think it's gonna be good.
Varda Avetizian didn't always think she was going to be a restaurant owner. Growing up in Yerevan, she experienced a difficult childhood and became independent at a young age. At 19, Varda studied abroad in Chicago, where she majored in sociology and psychology. During her time in college, she worked a number of different jobs in the restaurant industry: dishwashing, sandwich lines, cashier, serving, and eventually supervising and managing.
But I never took it seriously, actually. I was just thinking that I'm doing a job on the side.
After her studies, she was torn about her next steps. On one hand, she had received a good education and had established herself in the United States, but she also felt deeply unhappy.
I was kind of lost after my 30s. Like, what do I want to do? Like, I had lots of fire and energy to give to this world, but I didn't know how.
It was then that Varda decided to move back to Armenia in 2013. She chose Dilijan as her new home, a famed resort town in Armenia's northeastern Tavush region. It was in Dilijan that she realized that sharing her food with others fulfills her passions. This drove her to open her first restaurant.
Kachuch, which means a clay pot, was the first restaurant that I did here in Dilijan. It was in 2016. And the idea was very simple: a brick oven restaurant and clay pots, which is as well very traditional in Armenia.
The restaurant was an immediate success. Within the first month, the staff multiplied from 3 to 12.
It went from there, my restaurant career, from the love and acceptance that I got from people. They encouraged me to do more and more.
After Kachuch came Tava in 2018. Tava means cast iron skillet. So as with Kachuch, everything served in Tava is cooked in a cast iron skillet in a brick fire oven. Despite Kachuch's success, Tava's opening came with many difficulties.
We did not have enough investment, enough money to do it. And we are in Tava now. You can see around you that like everything you see here, it's all recycled and redone.
In the same year, Varda opened a restaurant in the nearby Hagartsin village serving gata, a traditional Armenian pastry stuffed with sugar and butter. Bucking tradition, Varda serves her gata with unique flavors.
Apricot and thyme, blueberry and lemon. We do gata with different cheeses and tarragon. We do with brie cheese and camembert. We made something really nice and fancy from gata.
The third and final restaurant that Varda opened in 2018 is Losh. Losh refers to a type of Armenian flatbread, and the menu covers all things flatbread, like rolls, pizzas, tacos, and tostadas. But that all came to a halt in 2020, when Varda's restaurants took a hit amid the COVID-19 pandemic and the outbreak of war in and around Nagorno-Karabakh.
Tava closed down, Losh closed down. Like, we had only Kachuch left. Even for some times, Kachuch closed down too and then reopened.
When COVID hit, Varda wasn't actually in Armenia to manage her businesses. She was stuck on an island in Thailand with other unsuspecting tourists. When all of the restaurants there closed down, Varda and 5 friends who were traveling with her from Armenia took it upon themselves to rent a villa with a big kitchen and start a vegan food delivery service. The operation was so successful and natural that it gave Varda the reassurance that she had made the right career decision.
I remember I even said it out loud. I'm like, I'm really on the right path.
After this experience, Varda had the encouragement to power through and reopen everything back home in Armenia. At the same time, she decided to open a catering business, Koli, which has a transportable brick oven. In all of her restaurants, Varda uses local ingredients and takes from local tradition, while putting her own creative twists on dishes. Her travels and experiences abroad have also influenced the fusion dishes she prepares. On top of offering a variety of flavors, she also offers vegan and vegetarian options at all of her locations. Varda herself keeps vegetarian when in Armenia and vegan when outside of the country, and has ensured that for every meat dish at her restaurants, there are vegan or vegetarian counter options.
I do want to encourage the vegan, vegetarian choices that people make, and I want to give them the full experience of my restaurant.
Varda treats every dish as if it were for her own family and wants everyone, regardless of dietary restrictions or flavor preferences, to leave with a smile.
We do restaurants, we feed people, and we do that with love.